Tell me why I was trying to be a good man and get a vasectomy, and it all went wrong. It all went wrong. All right, we had our last child. I'm like, I don't really want no more kids. You know, kids expensive. They be expensive. And I'm thinking like, hey, don't mind my ashy hands. I just came from the gym. I had to wash them after touching that equipment. But I'm thinking like, I'm getting too old now. Getting too old. That pull-out game might don't be as strong as it used to be. It ain't strong as it used to be. So I'm like, we had our last child. My wife supposed to have got her tubes out. But then they were like, oh, she had so much scar tissue and all that here because she done had 3 C-sections. So I'm like, I'll take one for the team. I'll take one for the team. So I go and get my consultation or whatever. Then everything was sounding, I ain't gonna say it sounded good because it was sounding scary. They like, oh, we gonna, pull the scrotum out or whatever that piece is that for your kids to come through, your babies, your little swimmers. So they gonna pull that and then they gonna snip it and then burn it. And then they gonna put it back in there and it shouldn't connect. So everything still work. Everything still work. But it just, the soldiers, they kind of zombies. They zombies. They ain't gonna never be worth nothing. So I get to the day for the appointment. And they sit me in there, long needle. They gotta numb you up. Cause you awake for all this. You're awake for all this. So they long needle. And they gotta numb you up. So they inject it, the first bit of the pain, it was bad. It was bad. But once they started injecting, I guess, the Novocaine, it end up being numb. I'm trying to be a champ now. I'm trying to be a champ. Needle this long. So I decided not to look at it while they was, finna inject it and all that. I'm like, I don't even want to traumatize myself seeing this happening or whatever, even though they kind of got it blocked off anyway. You got your leg up just like a woman giving birth. You got your legs up. They got the little sheet or gown, whatever, around your your legs. So you can't see nothing that's going on. So once they, after the pain of the needle going in, it instantly kind of go numb. It kind of go numb. So you don't really feel anything. So he down there, he burning pulling the tube out. But I did feel that. But you just feel more of pressure. You feel more of pressure. But the smell of like human flesh, because they pull it out, they cut it, they burn it. That smell is like a crazy smell. Now, like, I can notice the smell, like at my job, they be doing like welding and stuff. It smell like welding. So if somebody else will be cooking some meat and it smell like somebody welding, they cooking human meat. But anyways, everything go good. They like, oh yeah, you just gonna be sore for like the next 2 days or whatever. You should be able to go back to work. Man, I'm like, well, what kind of medicine y'all gonna give me? These motherfuckers gave me some 800 ibuprofen. I'm like, I just went through something real traumatic. And y'all give me 800 ibuprofen. Y'all should have gave me some Percocet. That what I'm thinking. But they ain't give me that. So, I get home and I'm still numb. They take me down in the wheelchair, wife down there to pick me up. I get home, numbing wore off. I instantly knew something was wrong. Something was wrong. When I tell you I had the worst pain ever, it was feeling like somebody like grabbed or was grabbing my balls and just like dragging me across the room. I mean, when I tell you I was crying so hard, so bad, I ain't cried like this since like when I got a bad whooping. Like when you get a whooping when you're in the tub and that's when they catch you, they're off guard whipping. Matter of fact, that's the way I cried. It ain't feel that way. It was way, way worse pain. But I cried like that, like snotting out the nose, everything. Snotting out the nose, the mouth, out the ears, everything. So I'm crying. I know something ain't right. I'm like, I know I don't supposed to feel like this. So I'm crying, boo-hoo crying. My girl, she damn near crying. Cause we just almost, everybody in the house almost crying. Cause I'm in so much pain. You know that I don't really cry. So when they see me cry, it made them cry. But anyways, so I go to the emergency room. I'm like, hey, this ain't right. I can barely walk anything. So I go to the emergency room. They do like a little ultrasound on my balls or whatever, and it did feel a little good because they put the little gel that they put on your stomach when they doing y'all ultrasound. It felt a little cooling, a little warm, and then just having the thing just kind of massaging them. Come to find out, I got a hematoma. I hope I'm saying that right. I had a hematoma. So pretty much, it was a blood clot that was in my balls. So it felt like I had 3. It felt like I had 3. When I tell you, my joint was like the size, like it was like really like this big. Like I really had some big cojones. I had some real big cojones. It was like the size of a beefsteak tomato. You know, them be big. Them be big. So they do the ultrasound or whatever, and they give me the real meds. They give me the purse. So I'm feeling all right because I'm kind of dosed up. They telling me the recommended amount, and I'm kind of doubling that. I ain't even gonna lie. So they tell me I need to, go back to my urologist the next day. So I go to my urologist, and he was like, well, we gonna try to drain the blood out, drain the hematoma out, because I still got the incision so they could just get the blood. Man, he went to squeezing. When I tell you, this was a scream I never screamed. This was a scream I never screamed. I know, like, when you watch a movie and you see people get set on fire and they do that little demon scream. Oh! That's the type of scream that's the type of scream I did. So I'm screaming. He say, you know what? We not gonna do this because never mind you now. They ain't even numb it up this time. So y'all just gonna try to squeeze the blood out. Just regular. Y'all gotta be tripping. That's why they say the medical field or the medical stuff for the black people, it be bad. I know you should have known me for that. But anyway, so I'm screaming. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm about to pass out. I'm sweating big bullets of sweat. So he was like, you know what? I'm going to just give you some blood thinners. Like, I forgot what it was. So it was some little antibiotic and some blood thinners to try to get the blood. When I tell you this 2-day procedure, when I'm supposed to be back to work in 2 days, I was out for at least like 3 months. Like 3 months. Balls size of a beefsteak tomato. So I ain't telling y'all, fellas, if you want to try to get your vasectomy to save from having kids, I ain't telling you not to get it, but I was part of the statistics of the people that had the negative side effects. And it traumatized me. I'm happy I wouldn't have to go through that again. So it would never be no reversing or anything like that. Anything that deals with that, it won't be no reversing. It won't be no reversing. And after that, extra sensitive. So watch yourself around the kids. Because they be just running, screaming, throwing hands. And before you know it, you're on the ground.